Lando Norris maintained his World Championship charge with a dominant victory for McLaren at the Singapore Grand Prix. Britain excuses stunning pace in the lights to flag the victory under the lights of the street circuit, but the Drivers' Championship leader Max Verstappen was able to limit his rivals in race by taking second for Red Bull. Norris, who finished 20 seconds clear of Verstappen, moves to within 52 points of the Dutchman at the top of the standing with 6 rounds of the season remaining. Piastri provided further evidence of the McLaren's pace by passing Mercedes George Russell and Lewis Hamilton to go from 5th on the grid to 3rd at the checker flag, extending the team's Constructors' Championship advantage over Red Bull to 41 points. Russell held off Leclerc for 4th, while ahead of frustration Hamilton was 6th ahead of the other Ferrari of Carlos Sainz after the 7-time world champion gambled to start on soft tyres on 3rd didn't pay off. Norris had failed to hold the lead at the end of the first lap, 5 of his previous Grand Prix starts from pole, but on this occasion made a superb getaway and pulled comfortably clear on his approach to the first corner. He then opened a gap of 25 seconds to Verstappen before the first and only round of pit stops, displaying a pace advantage that will heighten belief that he can pull off a remarkable comeback to deny the Dutchman the world title. The only moments of jeopardy for Norris were self-inflicted. He locked up and clipped the barrier on lap 29 slightly before his pit stop, causing minor damage before bumping the barrier once more with his rear tyre on lap 45. It's an amazing race, said Norris. A few too many close calls. I had a couple of little moments in the middle, but I think it's well controlled otherwise. The car was mega. I could push. We were fine the whole race at the end, so we could just chill. So it's a nice race. Still tough. I'm a bit out of breath, but it was a fun one. Norris was on the course to gain a further point before being denied by Daniel Ricciardo, who finished last track and therefore was not eligible to claim the point, but stopped a new set of tyres to stop his former teammate effort on the penultimate lap. Ricciardo, who drives for RB, is expected to lose his seat to Liam Lawson ahead of the US Grand Prix next month. After winning 7 of the opening 10 races of the season, Verstappen now has gone 8 races without victory, but ultimately appeared satisfied with limiting the damage. Circuit that doesn't suit the RB20 well. On a weekend we knew we were going to struggle. P2 is a good achievement. Of course we're not happy with second. Now we have to do more to improve it. Well, overtaking has always been a challenge on the narrow streets of Marina Bay. Previous editions of the races tended to throw off a bit more drama, with at least all of them having a safety car. Lack of that, along with dominant natures of the Norris victory, kind of meant a bit of a dull race. After fending off Hamilton in the first corner, Verstappen drove a race as lonely as Norris out front, with the car never posing a realistic threat to second. Hamilton struggled for pace on his soft tyres during the first stint and was the first of the leaders to pit, but it quickly became apparent that strategy wasn't working. Russell came out ahead of Mercedes when he stopped 10 laps later, but both Mercedes drivers were powerless to resist the pace of Piastri when the Austrian emerged just behind them, having completed the mighty 38-lap opening stint. Leclerc, who started ninth after a disastrous qualifying Ferrari, also missed the most of the lengthy opening stint to fight and back to the front. He eased past Alonso, his teammate Sainz and Hamilton, but also couldn't quite edge Russell for 4th with the brick cleaning on the final laps. Further back, Verstappen's Red Bull teammate Sergio Perez unable to make major progress from 13th on the grid, ultimately being left to settle for 10th. Ahead of him, Alonso took 8th for Aston ahead of Hulkenberg, who moved to within 3 points of 6th place RB in the Constructors. Williams' Albon retired early in the race, while Haas's Kevin Magnussen was the only other retirement due to damaging his cars after running into the barrier. And before I go, let me run you through the classification from the Singapore Grand Prix. Norris coming out on top. Dominant win from him, and he'll be gutted. I think that Verstappen came second, but dominant position from him. All he can do is win. That's exactly what he did. Verstappen, though, I think will be delighted with that. Piastri, good race from him, good recovery. He'll probably be disappointed he didn't come second, but of course that was more down to qualifying. Russell, good job from him, probably maximised it well. Did well to hold off Leclerc. I think Leclerc as well will be wondering what if he didn't have that kind of Hamilton, tough race for him. Obviously, kind of screwed over by the strategy. So he'll be disappointed with that. But it's Sainz and Sainz, good drive from Sainz. I think he'll be pleased with that. I think good performance from where we started. But obviously would have been wondering what more could he have done. Alonso 8th. Good job from him, maximised the job he could do. Hulkenberg, similar story. Perez, 10th. He would have hoped for more, especially when he saw Ferrari starting similar positions, doing more than he did. Colapinto 11th. So unlucky to miss out on point, but he's made a great impact. The turn 1 overtake at the start as well was super impressive. He's done so well. Tsunoda 12th. RB just didn't really have the race pace this week and will be disappointed for him. Ocon as well. Alpine maybe a bit stronger in the race, stronger than Gasly, but just didn't have the pace. Stroll, miles off his teammate, kicks Albert, basically taking advantage of teams below them. Joe beat Bottas, fair enough, but yeah, not great from either of them. Yeah, Gasly away off, Magnussen as well. Albon, of course, unlucky with that retirement, but was way down the order. And then Ricciardo, obviously it seems like it's going to be his last race. Such a shame that it's been kind of done in such a low-key way. We'd love seeing more for Ricciardo and what going to be the last race. Thanks for the memory, Danny Rick, if this is to be it. Yeah, some incredible moments, but just a shame it's a bit of a whimper to go out with as well, especially in terms of the performance.
Hey guys, that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share and subscribe. Follow us on our socials, link in the description below for daily F1 news, meme and content. Subscribe to our other channels on screen right now, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.